gentlemen, this is going to be fun. How's it going, people? Jack here with another video here to check out some more Minecraft content. Apparently this is the high that I've been put on by my audience, and you know what, I'm not complaining. This was 16-year-old game keeps on outdoing itself, and that's not even talking about the chicken jockey. It's crazy that those words actually get something out of kids and adults alike. It's beautiful. Now, Minecraft Civilization on something that I am completely unaware about. This is something that I was exposed to, I want to say like a year ago, with regards to Martin Utopians making those Minecraft videos, and suddenly I got my recommendation filled with other Minecraft content creators. I think the likes of Magic Gun tried to do something similar, but I guess the scale is the difference here, as today's video features 1,000 players featured in a single civilization. This is going to be interesting. So, folks, please do make sure and go subscribe to Ish, as believe it or not, this is the first time that I'm exposed to this content creator, and him doing something like this is phenomenal. And at least give him a like for this very video. And without further ado, let's get to it.
In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever.
Ooh.
Now, each player has the freedom to do whatever they want. Farm for food, become a dictator, and build a society.
Oh wow, they actually did that.
As best as they can, because while one island is a rich green paradise, the other one,
you're kidding me,
is a barren wasteland.
See, first and foremost, the scope still blows my mind that this very game still can do stuff like this. Like, I know that I shouldn't be surprised. Like, I mean, like almost half a decade ago, we had people simulating computers within the game. So like, yeah, people do crazy stuff in Minecraft. But perhaps it's the content creator in me that is kind of saying this now in a different eye, as I am visualizing just how insane of an undertaking it is to create something like this, especially as you need to get a narrative out of now 2 different islands, and yeah, doing something like this that is absolutely diabolical.
It's up to each player to work with what they've got. Will there be peace between the islands, or will there be war?
Well, it seems like it.
What is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen. All I will say is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video.
Always ruling for the underdog. Like, you have literally created a camp where some are given kingship and the others are literally yearning for the mines in classic fashion. Tink tink. God, I can't believe that I just made the noise itself. We're rooting for our poor people here.
I present to you the rich and poor 1,000 player civilization experiment. Wow. Don't forget, if you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel.
Okay.
Right, we got 1,000. Good luck, everyone.
Oh yeah, the frames are dying.
It was the beginning of day 1, and all 1,000 players began to explore their new homes.
What is this place?
Oh, imagine that, being dropped in the desert with no resources.
Everyone choose randomly between Island 1 and Island 2. And I didn't tell them that one of the islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland. Hey, you guys having a good time?
No. There's nothing here. Please tell me where the trees are, bro. I cannot find anything.
It didn't take long for the people who chose Island 1 to realize they had made a massive mistake.
I hate this place. Bro is gonna realize how quickly humans are able to turn to evil. Like, it's funny that I kind of encountered the flip side of this in a recent video that I reacted to from I Did a Thing, where they were like beating each other with like shocking devices that were almost like burning their skins, quite literally. Don't do that at home, please. But essentially, as they figured out that it wasn't going to help them at all, they started actually working together.
And once we realized hitting each other wasn't actually that fun and just hurt, we started to work together and built the best house you've ever seen.
So let's see how quickly they let the hate flow through them.
I hate this place, I hate this place, I hate this place.
Players realized that building civilizations on Island 1 would be particularly challenging. And not only because it was empty, but because some parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow biome.
Oh no!
And right next door, a massive volcano that could erupt at any moment.
Ooh, I'm not going down there.
This volcano also happens to heat up all the
the
water
water
on the island.
Okay.
This killed a lot of people. Now, to begin building civilizations, the players needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material, and without it, you really can't do anything. Now, luckily for Island 1, there was one tree on the island, and it was pretty
To
big
cross
too.
the water.
But, of course, it was completely surrounded by boiling water.
You've got to be kidding me.
Meanwhile, let's go over to Island 2.
Paradise. Wow.
Life on Island 2 was beautiful. The terrain was green, the trees were plentiful, and the water was normal temperature.
Open for business.
Oh,
Water
wow.
from the ocean? Are you trying to make me drink ocean water?
No.
The people on Island 2 immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth. You are literally a piece of gold.
Yeah.
Nice.
The only real danger on Island 2 was the possibility of falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood. But some people found a way to even work around that. So you're planning to build a bakery.
Yes, I am.
And you're forcing your employees to go up and get oak.
Oh, no.
She forcing you
The first dangers of the game. Exploitation.
to work up here.
Hey, no, it's double carrots, triple carrots.
I don't want
say
carrots.
anything.
I want fair working conditions.
Also, because of the vast amounts of trees, people were very quickly able to craft tools that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Saps, you doing okay?
Yeah, I mean, this island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, I love it.
Overall, the people of Island 2 were thrilled with their new home, thrilled with their wealth, and they were very optimistic about their future.
Oh, somebody could do the funniest thing. Dig deep enough if the ocean doesn't extend to the bottom, actually reaching the other island. That could cause some fantastic scenarios.
By the end of the first day, players on Island 1 had finally reached the big tree. You realize how high up you are?
Oh yeah, I know. We're not scared.
No?
No pain, no gain.
Island 1 was still pretty
Pain, no
far from having
gain.
fully fledged civilizations, but there were communities starting to form. For example, this player named Remy the Rats made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving. Remy the
Aw.
Rat, what are you serving them here?
nice.
It's very popular. Bread? And you can... What the frick? Why? Was this a bread line? Yes. Oh, no. I also got word that...
Oh, you know what's interesting about this? You guys know what type of channel this is, so inevitably we're going to be getting some awesome facts, especially when we're talking about the creation of civilization here. These are going to be history-based. So, as a lot of you will know, a lot of civilizations have developed around agriculture, around the places where you could gather as much food as possible. The Greeks were exceptional when it came to grain. In around 600 BC, the Greek invented the first closed oven ever. And with the example of Remy's bakery here, it's a wonderful example of that because those closed ovens were made specifically for making bread. And you know how the intro of the video showed a Colosseum there? Obviously, reference to the Romans. Well, the Roman Empire, who meticulously took a lot of things from the Greek, perfected the art of bread making to the point even where they included that into their politics by creating a policy called Cura Annoni, or the grain dole, that would provide grain to just about every citizen. And just how the quote goes of Rome wasn't built in a day, but they were laying bricks every hour, the very road that built Rome were each step by people forging ways for them to actually bring grain to the Roman Empire from different corners of the world. So in other words, him literally starting with the bread line here is a very clever move because that's more or less how an actual civilization will start. Anyways, let's continue.
Yes. Oh no! I also got word that there was a small group of people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
People at the volcano.
What type of people would choose to live on a volcano? Hey guys.
Freaking volcanic slugs.
What the
Hey, how's it going, Ish? Welcome to the Mafia.
This was Lingolini, and he had recruited about 20 people to join his Italian mafia. His goals were very
Lingolini.
simple: make friends and get rich.
Hold on, Ish, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh,
Ooh.
really?
Already?
Don't tell anyone, though. We're trying to keep it between us.
We'll check back in with these guys later, but in the meantime, on Island 2, there were actual huge civilizations starting to form.
I don't care about power. I don't care about government. I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Call Me Cass was the leader of about 50 people in a nation she named the Cass Coalition. And a coalition it was of very different types of people, including pirates, bankers, Canadian cartels, bakery owners, and their employees.
They rob you and then they go like, sorry. The Canadian cartel. God, that's funny.
Fair working conditions.
How much are you even being paid to work up here?
Paid? People are getting paid?
Now, later in the day, Island 2 would face its first conflict.
Oh no.
What the heck?
Hey, you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Who are you?
A group of about 20 people were extracting sand from the shore right next to the Cass Coalition.
Oh no.
Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
Oh boy. I just heard the Fallout soundtrack playing in my head. And by the way, again, content creator brain. Can you imagine the amount of files this guy received? Because the way in which he got all the different angles were people sending their recordings to him to the replay. God damn.
We're actually 5 nations combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top and over 150 citizens.
We're going to turn this mountain into our city currently.
Ah, okay.
That's cool.
The Commonwealth leaders were very ambitious and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even
They got a
if it
railgun.
came at the expense of others. Overall, by the end of the day, Island 2 was much further ahead than Island 1, as expected. But let's see what happens in the following days.
Oh!
As players logged back in the next day, nobody was expecting that the beginning of day 2 would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event. Revy the Rat was running his restaurant when he received a visit from a player named Spoon.
Does anyone... Knight, I need food, I'm dying.
God damn it. God damn it. Okay, so I have one thing with this, okay? So narrative-wise, if we're solely focusing narrative-wise, I think it's a pretty good thing to have massive content creators involved here. I think it can be slightly detrimental to the actual plot because, you know, they know the metas. They're likely going to be focusing on certain ways of playing, but, boy, creating a civilization is kind of difficult because you need to break the individualistic approach to things. But I get the Commonwealth kind of have it figured out. But yeah, anyways, let's continue.
Yo, Spoon.
Well, yeah.
I do have food. You're private, but
Oh, I
don't
need food.
worry.
Oh, God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now this player, Spood, was a rising leader on Island 1. He was known for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spood's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity, to further his political ambitions. That is, until...
Scipio. Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh, he's a traitor. He was trying to assassinate Spoon.
It's becoming the Caesar
had
of it all.
survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on Island 1.
Oh no. I'm already awaiting the untimely end of Spool. He's starting in the back like Julius Caesar.
People were drawn to him, and on day 2, Spood used this leverage to establish an empire named Westhelm.
Okay.
These people have made me emperor. This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly!
Even though the people of Westhelm were still struggling with food and resources, their motivation to succeed was unbelievably high.
Earlier, somebody tried to take my life. Someone with this face. But now, he's dead!
For the first time, it seemed like the people of Island 1 had hope.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon. Nearly killed by some dude.
Island 1 was finally starting to develop civilizations, but not all of them were as motivated as Westhelm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest of the world.
With a church sign.
Nevermore.
And honestly, these guys weren't wrong to be pessimistic. See, some of
Doomsday
the people who
cult.
chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find troves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano and covered the entire island.
Okay, so it's basically a plot of Romans versus Greeks. One is worshipping Emperor Spool, and the other one should be worshipping, oh god, what's the name of that bloody cultist leader? He was a philosopher. Empedocles, yes, the guy who threw himself in a volcano just cause he could.
This lava layer ended up killing a lot of people. That said, a lot of people weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh. In fact, artists on Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning, including a few creations by our mafia leader, Lingolini. Speaking of Lingolini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
The mafia.
I just survived an assassination attempt.
What?
Again?
Whoa. Mamma mia, help me, I'm getting chased. Lego likes just attacked me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But Lingolini was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you going to do about that then?
I put the hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that the Lego likes is an enemy of the mafia.
But then, during our interview... Oh wait, who's coming out over here? There's some people coming down.
Oh, those are people from Infernus. They're our allies.
Oh, really?
Are you sure about that?
Lingolini had decided to share his volcano territory with a larger group called Infernus, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano. I spoke with the leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the Queen of Infernus.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Lingolini to do just that.
The Fire Nation.
Agreed to protect each other in case...
She missed the opportunity of calling herself Azula. Oh god. Well, okay, she couldn't know. Yeah, that's rather unfortunate.
...of an invasion, and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
Now, speaking of invasions, on day 2, the Cass Coalition was approached by an army of boats.
Crap. Guys, I think we're under attack.
Destroy the beach.
It looks like for some reason the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
No, we can't fight this. We gotta run. Get everyone out. Get everyone out.
But after a few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
Oh.
You're not here to invade, I swear.
happened?
I got We're not here to invade you, we promise.
So seems like why are y'all here? It's you mother.
But I didn't do anything. I just followed
You
them.
brought them all. You didn't do anything. Okay.
The leader of the migrants, a player named 3 Below Zero, profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off.
That one moment that you wish that Minecraft had like extra emote, going for the full Japanese apology of breakdancing to the ground.
What's going on, Cass?
I know they didn't mean to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear. Now on day 2, players had finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. Yeah. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Caste Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor ruled by a monarch named Jofiel.
The red stands for the underground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small
Japan.
nation called Barbie Land. What is this?
That's even better. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. People are going to call me out on the allegations again here, but listen. I know my references, and I know that people like to play on memes. We have already seen Mario going full mafiosi there. Is it going to be a Barbieheimer plot here? Please let it be so.
Oh god.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And lastly, the southern island was big, but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles and swamps. As a result, nobody really wanted to stay there.
Like Island 1 is Oppenheimer.
Saps, what is this?
Can't just tell. This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no roof.
Hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group. Hey. Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Caste Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
Okay. 3 Below Zero. That's an icy name.
We are blessed to live where we live, and we intend to use it for good. We are enlightened. We are the light. We are Luminara.
The migrants had decided to call their civilization Luminara. They saw themselves as the light of Island 2, the innovators, the inventors. See, the reason 3 Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident. After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other island so that when the day comes, when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the two islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith to perhaps bring about world peace.
Buddy, I'm not grinning because this is not a noble cause, okay? It definitely is. I would do the same, but with Linguini on the other side? No!
But it wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that we want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda.
Rumble! Rumble! God damn it. Okay. Yo, this is the best video on YouTube so far.
They knew that people on Island 1 were angry.
Oh, God.
Their fear was that Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
That bridge is a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us, and Luminara is going to be their first target.
What about the goal peace.
I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong. We shouldn't be trying to befriend our enemies. The way we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
Oh.
What if 3 Below Zero says no? What if they finish the bridge?
Well, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
It's a great art direction, man. Very cinematic.
As day 2 came to an end, tensions were rising, both within nations and between islands, leaving people worried about what's going to happen next.
Jesus Christ. I almost thought that I had broken something there for a moment. Well,
back in Island 1,
still above 400.
I was watching a small group of pirates who called themselves Al-Karasina.
Al-Karasina, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging around with the pirates.
Oh.
Lego likes just to take me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him.
So to be clear, Lego Likes had a bounty on his head and he was hanging around pirates. You could probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here.
So is this is everything you guys got, huh? Not much.
Ooh. They're boiling him! Oh,
no, Lego like.
The Al-Karasina pirates had killed Lego Likes, but there was a small problem. Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Lego Likes had technically died to boiling water instead of the player, Lingolini didn't know who actually killed him. But fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today. So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll go.
Mashallah. What if Linguini doesn't agree with piracy? What if, despite his mafiosi attitude, he actually decides to go after you instead? He has a large army.
You guys let me talk!
By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a coliseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor Spoon was still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
We invited you here mainly to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
Just not using flammable materials.
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Whoa.
Emperor Spoon had come in with good intentions, but it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor Spoon left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats, follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry guys, sorry, I'm late.
Benji Button.
This is Benji, and he's the leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization,
Great name.
called Elysium.
Oh, it's literally paradise.
Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore. So he founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1.
Cross my name off the list. This is without rhyme or reason.
Yeah, buddy.
Look at these Elysian guys swimming in the water.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
All right, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do?
What do I have for fish? We need the puffer fish. Quick.
There it is.
All right.
We can kill it for leather!
Now, back at the Blue Cross, Benji and the other leaders discussed the possibility of creating a full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westhelm's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer. Of
course.
But first,
before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
see, there were a few civilizations not present at the meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First was the Alcaracina pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey, guys.
Hey, we're here to collect
They
our
were on their way to
bounty.
collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Lingolini Mafia. Oh, yes, they're waiting.
Hello, I'm looking for Mario.
Hello, it's me. Ooh, mamma mia! It looks like a small brain. It sure looks like a Lego light.
Meanwhile, the Nevermore cults would probably be a little bit more difficult to convince, but
Oh,
the Blue
God.
Cross said they'd try anyway.
Oh,
Now, as for the fourth and final nation, well, it was a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated and secretive. They were also rumored to have an extremely strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters. As a result, people were kind of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1. At first, Island 1 was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
Hey. That's what we like to see. Strippers. Can you imagine spending several days in Minecraft through an experiment like this and somebody walks into your room and goes like, dude, what are you doing? I'm playing Minecraft with my friends. What do you have on screen there? We got hookers and cocaine.
Oh, okay, that's not good.
The Commonwealth. Whoa, whoa! Hold on. What the hell? It is
As
sabotage.
you can see, there was a bit of commotion at the Commonwealth. They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication. What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving. What? We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall, the Commonwealth was having trouble getting anything done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power. See, there were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weight as the biggest faction's vote?
It is ridiculous.
Electoral college.
So Alvin's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I need about 50 people, and he has barely 5.
Because of all the fighting and disarray, Commonwealth citizens started moving to other nations like the Cass Coalition.
Right.
Cass's style of governing, letting people do whatever they want, was making her very popular with her people.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Really focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences,
Yeah.
like players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
I have placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone. That way no one can burn us down.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Because it's not up to code.
So then, citizens took matters into their own hands.
Assassination.
What? Anyway, on day 3, the biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and Tricolor. Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions, one of them being an underground city.
All headline.
my
Cool.
gosh. This is big.
Yeah.
People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Aperion trying to colonize.
Oh, got a parrot!
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Aperion colonizing people happened to be false. Aperion was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1. That said, the
Seems
rumor
peaceful.
that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the two border states. So Jovial invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge. So he sent in his place his second in command.
Ah, no, who does not want the alliance? And who does not want the bill to be bridge? Oh, what? Jesus Christ, the bridge to be built.
Flux, what's your plan here?
I don't care what 3 Below Zero says. We need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Good luck, sir. And because this meeting was the most important event yet on Island 2, Jovial invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any nation. Saps, where are you going?
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited, I'm terrified. I'm accidentally gonna cause a war.
Alright, I think everyone's here.
Welcome.
Well, we at the great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks,
Okay.
it's great.
So, as the president of Aperion, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
The NATO alliance, basically.
That's a good.
Article 5 or 51? I think both count. No, Article 5 is about the principle of collective defense. So if one nation, a member nation, is being attacked, then all the others are kind of bound to try to help. And 51 is about a single nation's rights to defend themselves. That's how it goes.
Start, but if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well, by the time you can even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on,
Folks.
let Jovial finish.
Island 1 is starving. They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
I am very surprised at how orderly all this is. My god, I've seen worse LARPing in a D&D campaign. Kudos to all these people.
I think Joe feels right. We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
The Commonwealth agrees.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous. Island 1 is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're gonna invade us no matter what. And you wanna send aid to them? Guess what? They're gonna take whatever you send them. Food, armor, weapons, and they're gonna use all of that against us.
He might have a point.
Hold on. Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot be this naive.
Well, there's a guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about
There's
crabs.
literally a guy under the table.
Guys, Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal, to kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any single one of our nations, it'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead, which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now. We all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Whoa, are you crazy?
What? This is ridiculous.
What's crazy, Jovial, is you leading all of us to our death.
Oh my
That's
god.
You
too
have to
much. We
listen to
can't
me.
do that.
Wow.
If we don't do this, it's the end of Island 2.
Flex,
Hold on, we can't do that. That's crazy.
What is happening?
All right, everyone.
Folks.
We can't fight. let's just vote. All in favor of Flux's plan to treat Island 1 as an enemy, say aye.
Aye.
Ah, Flux.
All in favor of sending aid to Island 1.
Damn, that shot towards him. He's gonna betray everybody. He's gonna make up some shit. Damn it, I can already see that happening.
Meanwhile, at West Helm, I ran into something interesting.
Our next song is called Island 1.
Oh my god.
Nice.
So you remember this guy?
The Ballad of Emperor.
He becomes the rock star.
Joined a band that produced actual songs and then performed them all across Island 1.
A barren wasteland island, a boiling water sea. Let's go. And no resources to speak of, except a water tree.
Let's go! Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spoot, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens. He believed that a happy citizen is a productive citizen.
West Helm took us in. Gave us a little
Oh my god,
Even
the
though
post-production
Emperor
for
Spoot
this was
a chaotic
amazing.
Figure, West Helm itself was the opposite. It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy, from Emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian. And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished will play a major role in West Helm's justice system. That said, Emperor Spoot was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Okay, we need a better representative.
Our final goal is to put Benji Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
You don't want Benji to die, do you?
Well, I mean...
I'll never tell.
Benji and the other leaders were concerned that Emperor Spoot is unstable and may one day try to take over the entire island. And their concerns only grew when Spoot was caught listening to Napoleon on Spotify. But they also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack, they needed Spoot on their side, so they didn't know what to do.
Island 1, well, here we are. I just want to say, thank you, Spoot, for all your support.
You're welcome. I'm the best.
I'm the best.
To West Helm.
Meanwhile, Seneca, the Queen of Infernus, had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly over the volcano.
Now that's awesome. Wow.
Yesterday at the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous, except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's all just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The main goal of Infernus as a civilization was to preserve the sacred land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it? Lingolini, meanwhile, decided to make his home underground within the volcano.
We live under the ground, like a Goombas.
Lingolini's main goal was to get rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there.
Right.
But it wasn't the main reason. Remember this interaction from day one?
Hold on, Ish, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Really? Scattered throughout the volcano were pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of Minecraft. Not even Island 2 had netherite. It was the single secret advantage that Island 1 had.
Oh shit.
And the only ones who knew about it were the Lingolini Mafia and Infernus. Now, even though Infernus didn't exactly like how Lingolini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him. The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernus with some of the minerals they find. But Lingolini was unsatisfied.
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. I'm not giving them anything.
Linguini didn't like
As Italians, that's ooh.
how Infernus was basically forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return. So he secretly instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernus anything. Linguini's hope was that Infernus never asks for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely. Otherwise, he would be in a lot of trouble. That said, despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Linguini had decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
Cool.
Thank you all so much for having me.
The Alcaracina pirates were also eager to join, and surprisingly, so was Nevermore. There was only one holdout.
The Cultish Nation. Oh!
This
what a
mysterious
shot.
civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap. How are you elected exactly? By a vote of the people or the vote of yourself?
Elected?
Turntap wasn't sure about joining the Island 1 Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna die.
Now, I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenants. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
No, don't go to side.
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own people.
Oh. Well, I'm paid off by them, so I don't really care. It's free money.
You know what?
It's called a business for a reason. It's for profit. Okay.
Sidefall ran a news business with questionable ethics. He was also known for making up fake stories, writing things like, "The lava is rising," just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today, he had made a legitimate discovery that could devastate the entire island.
Netherite.
Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger that nobody knew about until now.
Oh no. The beast.
Meanwhile, the people of Island 2 had spent the day building their civilizations and having a good time. Yesterday, their leaders had voted that whenever the border drops, Island 2 would send aid to Island 1, hoping this gesture would lead to peace. But not everyone agreed with this approach.
The end of Island 2.
When Flux returned home to Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting and for going against Luminara's values. 3 Below Zero, as the leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1. The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1, not to start a war. As a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command. I spoke with Legacy, a citizen of Luminara.
Yeah, Flux has been gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friend, Saps, finish building his home.
Despite all the chaos, Sap still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here could be a little unpredictable, but he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Zaps, these two had become very good friends.
Homies.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Whoa.
look at this. Yeah. I'm loaded.
But just as day 4 was about to come to a peaceful end, something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever.
Oh no. You can't be doing this. Dude, this is so freaking comical. The editing is peak. GTA 5.
Jofiel, the leader of one of Island 2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
Seraphim, don't take your evil side.
Seraphim! What are you doing?
What? No way. The second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
What? Wait, what?
What? Everyone was confused about what caused this to happen. They killed Jofiel. Why? After Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray.
That's our leader.
Back at Saps' place, Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders. So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
Shit. This is tense. I was at loss of words there for a second. Huh? Seraphim. What you doing? Oh no. He was planning it.
Now, Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face tragedy. Oh, what? The leader of the Alcaracina Pirates, Noble Bucket, died very suddenly. Alright, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh, no.
No!
He doesn't know the lava layer's there.
Oh! No. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. I think I'm...
Oh my God.
With world leaders dying left and right, the media had plenty to report on. The most trusted news company was from Elysium, called Daybreak Media.
We're number one because we actually report the truth, unlike that bozo sidefall.
And later into day 5, the news would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance, thus successfully uniting the entirety of Island 1. But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested.
As the volcano erupted.
Earlier, a citizen of Infernus had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was netherite in the volcano. And this news spread all across the island. Had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was netherite in the volcano. And this news spread all across the island.
No.
This was
Rebellion.
a disaster for Infernus and the Linguolini Mafia, who had been trying to keep the existence of netherite to themselves. Immediately after hearing about the netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernus. And lo and behold, they confirmed there was netherite.
Oof. Seneca.
Because the Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernus felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine. But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
People are saying we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Listen, Island 2 is rich. We are not. Now, with netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field, but the volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break out, the Blue Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully. We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing the death of Jofiel.
Even though I was just a farmer, you know, you still made me feel important.
Saps would invite all the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their plans for when the border inevitably drops. Now, after Jofiel's death, Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which left the island with really one dominant nation, the Commonwealth.
Which is in disarray because of lack of...
how the 5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
Yes.
It's ridiculous that Ahmed's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth.
Wolfram?
So, another Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well... Oh my god!
What exactly are they aiming for here? A triumvirate? Like the Romans? At some point they had a, what they call the Roman Council, which usually consisted of a dual leadership to make sure, for checks and balances essentially. But at some point there was a triumvirate at the time of Julius Caesar.
Wolfram's dead.
What? We just witnessed murder!
After this, people from the Commonwealth lost even more faith in their governments. This Commonwealth citizen went to the Caste Coalition to complain to Caste directly.
I got information that there might be netherite on the other island. My leadership said, quote, netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted, the Caste Coalition thrived. But they did have their own problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implies I get paid.
Is he getting paid?
You hear this?
Probably
Earlier, What Daddy had ditched work to attend a party in Barbieland. So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the Caste Coalition.
Hey, come on!
He's asking for help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you. You're so far up. You have to get closer to the ground.
Oh, it literally doesn't care.
What the... Now, because of this recent tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from Saps' meeting. That said, every other major leader was now on their way.
An invasion is brewing, I smell it.
As the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting.
Yeah. Because within his ranks, he holds one person, the murderer. The murder of Jofield. We heard that hatch opening underneath the water.
Before the meeting started, Flux called me to his underground bunker because he had something, quote, important to tell me. Flux, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, let me just explain. I'm not allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
So, you got a plan?
I had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
No, not him too!
What do you mean, has to go?
Has to go. Removed.
It was all planned! Yo, listen. All this, absolute cinema. Holy shit.
It's gonna happen today.
Leaders, welcome.
Thank you all for coming. We have a lot of very important stuff to talk about.
You know, during the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to me, asked me if they could help in any way.
No.
I told Seraphim to kill Jofield. What? And today, we will finish the job!
Oh no!
Wait, so Seraphim gets there. What actually happens next?
Something I
TNT.
didn't want to do, but something that needs to be done. I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
I would like to bring you to the table. If you agree with full KOS on Seraphim, please say aye.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I don't know, but
What about your best
we
friend?
have no other choice.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofiel by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not safe.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
Oh, what a dick.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea what's about to happen to him. But if you had to betray one person to save 1,000, would you?
1,000? 400 or so people. Oh, no. No, he planned it from the start, helping him to finish his home. So to plant those things from the inside. What an asshole. Oh my god. And Seraphim. The blood of Zeus! You're a cursed one! You freaking did it!
What just happened? What happened?
I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Oh my god!
Why is there a trap?
Is this all a setup? Saps, where's Saps? Where did he go? Did Saps do this? Wait, Saps? You have to find him.
Hunt him down! Kill him! Kill Saps! Saps, where are you?
Yikes. Oh, God.
It was a new day, and Island 2 was in shock. On day 4, when Saps was in Tricolor helping the people after the death of Jofiel, Flux and his crew had built a trap in his roof. And Saps did not know they had done this. He had been framed by his friend Flux, used as a scapegoat for Flux's plan. But because they had to rush to build the trap, it actually wasn't fully successful. Some of the dripstone, including the one meant for 3 Below Zero, had failed. But overall, the trap still killed the leader of Aperion, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island.
Ay, ay, ay.
The people of Island 2 were devastated, confused, and angry.
Our leader's dead.
What just happened?
After the trap went off, Seraphim was immediately caught and killed. Oh!
We're in a Tricolor.
But when more people found out about how exactly their leaders died, their anger wasn't really towards Seraphim, but toward the person they believed was behind it all, Saps. And it made sense. Saps knew he'd be hosting leaders at his home. It was his roof that had a secret trap. A trap that
everybody would assume that
perfectly into the design of the roof. Saps was about as guilty as it was possible to be. With that, all the major Island 2 nations, from the Commonwealth to the Cast Coalition to Tricolor to Luminara, declared Saps to be hunted down and killed, while Flux got away with it all.
If you had to betray one person to save 1,000, would you?
And on top of all of this, at the beginning of day 6, it was announced that tomorrow, on day 7, the border between the 2 islands will finally fall.
No.
islands now have 1 day to prepare.
Jesus Christ. What is up, man? This year has been amazing for movies. I'm considering this one of the best cinematic experience of the year, by the way. This is so entertaining. Oof.
Now, when the people of Island 1 saw the chaos happening on the other island, most just didn't really care about it.
Of course
A
not.
lot of the hatred against Island 2 that was popular in the early days had faded away. That is, except for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie Land because in 2023, the Barbie movie had outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. I literally just said that in passing, hoping that that literally would not happen. It was just going to be a meme. But lo and behold, we have a plot. Like I said, this is the best thing that happened this year. Nothing can make this year bad for me anymore. I feel so fulfilled by this.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make yesterday's chaos look like child's play.
But when Oppenheimer tried
Even
testing
had
his
the
nuke,
list.
it went up and up and up
And blew up.
was never seen again.
Oh, God.
Now, Day 6 did present some new challenges for some of the civilizations.
Hold on, where does he get the funding for this? He's kickstarted his own Manhattan project. Oh no, don't tell me that he's connected to the Mafia and is actually getting funds through netherites.
For example, at Nevermore, what is this? What are you doing up here?
I got voted out because they hate
Snake Eater!
Come on! What about me?
What? I didn't do anything!
I blame Ish.
Meanwhile, at Elysium,
I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle. The people of Elysium were generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. Although this particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald. The mushroom cow, Gerald, has been stolen.
Move. No.
There they
Somebody
all
kill
go.
it.
Meanwhile, at West Helm, there was a bit of a food problem going on. Not a shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was questionable.
Is poison fatal?
So his customers had instead started buying their food from another player named Dinosaur. That is, until...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Dino. What is he? Permanently closed. All food is now at... Remy, are you behind the murder of Dinosaur?
No comment.
Anyway, on Day 6, the West Helm Coliseum was finally complete.
Every single citizen. That day on Island 1 was just pulling out their papers, reading what atrocities Remy the Rat had done, how he went full Ratatouille.
What do you plan on using this arena for?
Do I actually have to say legally?
No?
Maybe a little bit of blood will be shed. That's all I can
Just
say.
a little
While
bit.
Spood was a popular leader who got things done, he had also developed a reputation of being a little unstable. He said outlandish things, he can't stand meetings, and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat. This is something Spood's first attempted assassin, Ramsayer, tried to prevent. It's why he tried to kill Spood, and he wouldn't be the only one. There has been a small but coordinated secret revolution growing in West Helm, with aims to overthrow and murder Spood.
Makes sense.
The two leading figures are West Helm citizen Ramsay Pi and West Helm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
Oh, oh my god. That's literally Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. I like this.
I helped design his Colosseum, not knowing Spood actually wanted to use it for bloodshed. He's insane.
The first part of their plan was to take out Spood's second in command, a player named Oo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I guess unfortunately.
Second in command down. But Ramsay Pi was immediately chased down by Westhelm's
You
army.
could have made something happen, man.
Oh.
And Ramsay Pi died.
With Ramsay Pi dead, Knight Arcturus became the sole leader of the revolution. But he also knew it was only a matter of time before Spood finds out about his plans.
Yep.
I want to make one thing clear. Anybody who is caught plotting against me will be executed in the name of Westhelm. Glory to Westhelm.
Glory to me. That's what he really means.
Now, before the border drops, the Island 1 leaders all met to discuss what to do about the Netherites in the volcano.
About time.
Going into the meeting, people were not happy with Infernus and the Linguini Mafia, who were believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
Please keep all your weapons holstered at all times unless you absolutely have to take them.
The meeting began with Westhelm's representative and Spood's newly appointed second-in-command, Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernus, Benji from Elysium tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernus' job to report on the netherite? There were people literally going into their territory, mine without authorization, and then accuse them of doing something wrong.
After some more discussion, Infernus was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
Kind of forced to democratize that
still
there.
the place where we live. And of course, things like trade are important, but in terms of opening up the volcano, it is an adamant no.
Ooh.
I agree.
Oh, wow. Now, Lingolini, Seneca's biggest ally, was about to speak, but what he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernus of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano. This is Island 1. We're all struggling against the nature and everything like that. Shouldn't we all be allowed to mine wherever we please?
No way.
Yes. Hell yes.
Betrayal.
People started offering deals to Infernus.
I believe we'd be open to give you resources since it is your land.
But Seneca still said no.
The volcano is still our sacred land. We don't want hundreds of people there mining and ravaging it.
As a result, Lingolini went even further.
On the day one, Mario was here first on the volcano, and we're able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots, some people don't even have any armor.
He was used for slave labor or cheap labor.
Tactics.
That volcano is insanely active right now. It will most likely erupt within the next 2 days.
I doubt it.
No, that's sci-fi propaganda.
That's propaganda.
And so, after even more discussion, Westhelm made a final plea.
We have a representative from every single nation on this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
But
Unity.
Seneca still wouldn't budge.
For now.
She's a cultist. She believes in the Flame Lord. That is the volcano. It's a deity. You cannot reason with that.
No, it's a no.
So, Lingolini made a big announcement.
Mario has a large chunk of territory in the volcano. The Linguini family declares independence from Infernus, and we will open mining to anybody who wants to mine.
Undermining her authority.
Seneca's leaving?
Great.
Seneca had left the meeting, furious at Lingolini's betrayal.
I wish we had a better outcome, but this meeting's adjourned.
And the border is opening soon, so. Ay, ay, ay.
Zaps, what just happened?
Dude, what just happened? Every leader in front of me just died.
And you had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't me. Someone was in the roof. I'm getting framed-ish.
Following yesterday's trap, Saps was on the run, as he was now the most wanted and notorious criminal on Island 2.
I'm screwed. What am I supposed to do?
He had no choice but to hide amongst the dense jungles and swamps of the southern island. But he also knew that the longer he hid, the more guilty he looked. So earlier, he had decided that he would turn himself in under the condition that he is given a fair trial. Flux, meanwhile, was satisfied with the success of his plan, but it wasn't over quite yet.
We got 2 leaders left to kill. Call me Cass, and of course, the guy who demoted me.
And because Seraphim was dead, Flux sent another member of his crew to
New
take care of
kids.
the job. Oh no.
The new kid.
Oh no. There we go. To the world, this looked like yet another senseless assassination. But to Flux, it was the strategic progression toward making the people of Island 2 paranoid. So paranoid that they wouldn't trust anybody, and especially not Island 1. In fact, the new leadership of Tricolor was already preparing for Island 1 to invade.
I think we should secure our nation, make sure we have plans when inevitable war and fighting starts.
Sending aid to Island 1 was officially off the table, and the construction of the Luminara Bridge had come to a stop. After all these days, Flux's plan was finally working. Now, the Cass Coalition, meanwhile, hosted a diplomatic meeting on day 6 to try and
Will they
increase
destroy the
morale
bridge,
of
though?
Island 2 before the border drops. Although Cass herself was too scared to attend the meeting.
I want to enter, but my members are telling me not to because there was an attempt on my life yesterday.
Right. Because Cass was one of the last remaining major leaders on Island 2, she now had guards with her at all times.
Here, I'll trade you armor.
Why?
I want to make sure you guys do not die. Please don't die.
Protected.
That said, everyone would soon be tuning into the trial of Saporada to find out whether Saps will be freed or executed.
Oh, poor guy.
Several nations argued over who would get to host the trial, but the Commonwealth ended up winning.
We've made this beautiful venue to show the world that the Commonwealth is still the strongest.
But first...
More so. It's like the game's version of Gorillas. They're like making their own music video.
No, they're not.
I just want to sit here with my bass for the sake of the feels. Oh, no. Oh, side goal.
Wait, they made it rising lava? So remember that discovery that Sidefall made? Well, it was a warden, also known as the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraft. Sidefall had then renamed the warden to Rising Lava, so that when he was accidentally killed by it, the entirety of Island 1 went into a panic. The lava's not rising, but this is just as dangerous.
Yeah.
The warden had been unleashed onto Island 1, going from place to place, terrorizing civilizations.
How many numbers is it?
Dude, how is anyone gonna stop this? Until eventually it got to West Helm. But the West Helm army was ready.
Ready? Aim! Fire!
Hey! God, this is so cool.
Come on. Oh my gosh.
Remy! Nice. Slayer of Warden getting a new title.
The defendant Saporata is accused of 7 counts of murder, including the murder of Joe Field, the murder of Alkaline Elk, and the murder of our very own Coraline. I will hear the prosecution's argument, followed by the defense, and then I shall make my ruling.
Okay, guys, I feel really unsafe.
You suck.
Prosecution, go ahead.
Your Honor, Saps constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough after faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution then called a survivor of the trap, Zekor, to the stand.
We know after investigating that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
It was Saporata.
And who built the meeting hall with that seat?
It was Saps. You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. May your death today satisfy us all.
Then it was time for the defense, for Saps to give the most important speech of his life.
I didn't do it!
All I ever wanted for this island was peace and cooperation between the nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose them.
And we're the only people who knew about the area before the leadership meeting. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200.
What?
Gotoga, Hive Rotation, Snowbird 334, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Hold on.
When I left to gather the leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap. The people who I thought I can trust the most used me for their malicious intent and killed the leaders and blamed it on me.
Saps had figured out he was betrayed and framed by his friend Flux, but he would end up making a critical mistake.
I find it rather interesting that Three Below, the leader of Luminara, is one of the only people who survived the trap. I find that rather interesting.
What about it?
The trap too.
Well, Saps falsely assumed that 3 Below Zero, the beloved leader of Luminara, was also behind the murders. And with that mistake, Saps turned everyone against him.
Saps, is that all you have to say?
I guess.
All right, I'm ready to make my decision.
You are guilty.
Judge Timebomb, find
Sentence
Saporata
you to death.
guilty on all counts.
Yes.
Saps is to be taken to the top of the gauntlet and executed immediately.
Executed. Oh, that's it.
Oh, poor guy. He had 90% of his judgment right.
Wait, is he running? No way. No way.
Sam, what are you doing? Oh, skills. Skills. He's got his boat ready.
Fall damage.
Holy shit.
He escaped, man.
Did he actually get away?
You gotta be kidding me! No!
And Flux is going to kill him if he finds out. I mean, he's gonna know.
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
Murderer.
Come on, you can't do the man so dirty. I don't know how often I'm going to say this throughout the video, but this is a bloody masterpiece. I mean, this thing is so good. You have constant changing and sudden death applied to just about anybody, like Game of Thrones style. You have political intrigue, trials that are transpiring in the same way that they would do in Better Call Saul, which, by the way, that trial just now, what the hell? It went way too fast. Dude basically just showed up in court and the judge was like, this player guilty!
Sir, settle down. You have to go deliberate. I don't need to deliberate. I got the rope right here.
And of course, anybody can be him. Himothy. John Minecraft, or the female equivalent, Janet Minecraft, mind you. It could have been a lot worse there. Especially on the account of the warden.
Shouldn't have been dropping soon.
Yeah, I think so.
It was day 7, which means the border had officially dropped. At first, people were kind of in awe.
Whoa, this is beautiful.
Going from one island to another after all this time was a major culture shock.
Is this Island 1? Whoa!
And as expected, Island 1 people immediately started taking resources from Island 2. But the flow of resources wasn't all in one direction.
We're probably gonna take some gravel back to Island 2. We don't have a lot of it.
Still, as people from the two islands started meeting for the first time, they were surprisingly friendly to each other. Like these two who made a tunnel connecting the islands from underground.
This is amazing!
We've linked Island 1 and Island 2.
For the longest time, Island 2 feared an invasion by Island 1. But on day 7, that fear completely disappeared. It became very clear that Island 1 had no interest in war. Instead, they were just happy that they could finally enjoy Island 2 for themselves.
The water isn't boiling.
That said, at the beginning of day 7, Lingolini made a big decision. He had decided to move out of the volcano and relocate his entire mafia to Island 2.
This is much more organized than Island 1.
After yesterday's netherite meeting, which got a little heated, Lingolini had legitimate fears that Infernus might seek revenge against him. So, hoping to live a more peaceful life, Lingolini went far away and settled in the Caste Coalition.
Which is fair, I mean... It's not like Infernus is going to be following him. They worship the volcano, so they're still gonna stick there, for it is their home.
So you're the leader of a mafia, I've heard?
Yes, we are, but we might do some rebranding over here.
Are you guys, like, violent?
We weren't violent much, but we have done some political talk that has not been taken well, which is the reason why we're here.
Sensing potential danger, Cass decided it was best for Lingolini to set up his home outside the Cass Coalition. That said, the Cass Coalition was now bigger than ever before. On day 7, Cass hosted a funeral for the deceased Wood Daddy, and over 100 people across both islands showed up.
We are gathered here today in the cherished memory of Wood Daddy, a beacon of kindness in our community.
While Cass's influence grew, the Commonwealth was in shambles. Saps' trial yesterday was a disaster for the Commonwealth. Island 2 had entrusted the Commonwealth to run the trial of Saps. So when Saps escaped his execution, people lost all faith in the Commonwealth, which at one point was the most powerful civilization in the world. On day 7, most of the Commonwealth leaders resigned, leaving just one player, Sitzkrieg, as the sole ruler of the Commonwealth.
We're actively searching for saps right now. We will restore honor to the Commonwealth.
What about taking care of your people?
Was to find and kill saps, but his other big goal was to regrow the Commonwealth's population, which by this point had shrunk by a lot. So he sent out a lot of public invites, especially to the people of Island 1, and it actually did work until one of the people who moved in was Night Arcturus, the lead builder of Westhelm, who had to flee from Westhelm because Spoon had found out about his secret plans for revolution.
Yeah, the Commonwealth is letting us hide out here. So as long as Spoo doesn't find us, we should be okay.
Speaking of fugitives, the world's biggest fugitive, Saps, was back to hiding in the jungle after miraculously escaping from his trial, although his spirits were quickly fading.
Everyone thinks I'm a murderer. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Saps knew that Sitzgrig and the Commonwealth soon planned to scout the entire southern islands to hunt him down. So on day 7, Saps decided that his best bet was to leave his home island and flee to Island 1.
Yeah, it's a good plan. And
but
rebrand.
It wouldn't be so easy.
I know who's chasing him.
Because the border had just dropped, people were constantly going back and forth between the two islands, which means traveling by sea could be dangerous. So Saps decided on another method of travel. He went to the place where he was least expected.
Barbie Land? Oh!
He's trying to use the bridge.
No way.
No way.
What the heck? What are you doing, bro?
Don't ever let them know your next move.
Now, instead of chasing Saps, the Luminara builders instead retreated to inform everyone else that Saps was on his way to Island 1. Saps, meanwhile, quickly sailed the rest of the way to the other island, although what happened next was unexpected.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Whoa. You scared the crap out of me. Am I allowed to touch this water? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it's good. On the south side of the island, it's safe.
It turns out earlier, Saps had reached out to a bunch of people on Island 1, offering them 2 stacks of diamonds if they give him a safe place to hide. And out of all people to accept his offer, it was Turntap, the leader of the Covenant, the most feared and militaristic civilization on Island 1.
How was the trip?
I ran across the giant bridge that Luminara is building, and like all of Luminara was there.
When Saps and Turntap finally arrived at the Covenant, Turntap immediately distributed Saps' diamonds to the Covenant army. But then, in a surprising move, he sent them out on a secret mission. Turntap had
the rest
sent
of his
the
stuff?
Covenant hit squad to Island 2, but not to accomplish a goal for the Covenant per se, but actually upon the request of Infernus.
Oh no,
Linguini
Linguini.
betrayed us, humiliated us. He ruined our sacred land.
Yesterday, Lingolini had opened up the volcano for netherite mining, and as such, people from all across Island 1 had started mining in the volcano. And even though Lingolini had now moved out of the volcano, Sinica felt that since people were already mining, she had no choice but to let them stay. She was not happy about what Lingolini had done, and Sinica wanted revenge.
She wanted blood.
Oh! They're killing the entire mafia.
Another one down, baby!
Oh my god. Now, the reason the Covenant was willing to do Sinica's bidding wasn't just because she'd let them mine for netherite before anyone else.
What did they
Because as a civilization that values honor and loyalty, the Covenant didn't appreciate how Lingolini so publicly betrayed Infernus. They found him.
Hey, you ever thought about diplomacy?
We could have had Island 1 at peace and world peace, and we still can, really.
Oh my days, to build that
Over
castle.
my grave, he will
Even
not
greater.
be a part of it.
Oh, they've got him. They've got him.
Mamma mia.
And on that day, Linguini died. Jesus Christ.
The Covenant had massacred the Langolini Mafia.
These shit has so much hype.
Before anyone could retaliate, Cross announced they would schedule a hearing, calling on the Covenant to explain what they had done. Calling on the Covenant, the Langolini Mafia. Before anyone could retaliate, the Blue Cross announced they would schedule a hearing, calling on the Covenant to explain what they had done.
Oh, we.
Howdy, Flux. Oh, you got some fancy armor now.
Yeah, got it from Island 1.
Wait, really? Earlier today, Flux and his crew had gotten their hands on a super rare armor trim by trading with the Covenant, who had picked up the armor trim from the Warden when it died. Now, of course, Flux had no idea that the Covenant was also trading with and harboring his arch nemesis, Saps. But he did know one thing.
I heard Saps ran to Island 1, so we put out a massive bounty on his head.
Flux was now determined to have Saps killed, because Saps was the only other person in the world who knew that Flux was behind the murders of all the Island 2 leaders. Basically, if Saps dies, Flux gets away with everything. And ideally, the sooner Saps dies, the better, because of incidents like yesterday.
That includes the prosecution himself and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Fortunately for Flux, it didn't seem like anyone at the trial believed Saps. If anything, Saps' accusation only made people hate him more, especially the people of Luminara, who weren't happy that Saps accused some of their fellow citizens. What do you want to do to Saps?
Kill. We hunted him down the other day. We couldn't find him, but we have speculation of where he is.
After the murder of their beloved leader 3 Below Zero, Luminara soon planned to host an election, and the current frontrunner was a player named Legacy.
Me and my parrot, we've just been going around to different houses, knocking on doors. I think we're gonna win this thing.
For a moment, Flux also considered a run for leader, although he had basically already accomplished everything he wanted to do.
Look, no matter what people say, Island 1 was planning to invade us. They weren't just
no matter what they say,
but
in
now
denial.
That we have stronger leaders, more cautious leaders, they're not gonna do that. We have world peace. And not because of a bridge, but because of me.
Wow. Wow. The ego. The ego on this guy. It was my master plan. Everything went according to plan. That so-called journalist that is easily bought could fit perfectly within his ranks.
Since the beginning, Flux's philosophy was simple. You can never show kindness to your enemy if your enemy wishes to destroy you. If you build a bridge, they'll use it to invade you. If you offer them aid, they'll use it to kill you. This is why Flux believed it was necessary to eliminate the Island 2 leaders who wished to be kind. But the cost of their deaths was devastating. The people of Tricolor still mourned Jofiel, building a massive statue to honor their deceased leader.
We've just been trying to focus on restabilizing our nation. Obviously, the passing of Jofiel hit us pretty hard.
Meanwhile, the people of Aperion had elected a new leader, but Aperion was never quite the same after the death of Alkaline Elk. The people of the Commonwealth were also in shambles, having a much smaller civilization than they started with. And even though there was some peace on Island 2, people didn't feel a sense of calm, but instead a sense of unease and revenge.
Something brewing.
They needed
the
closure. And they were determined to kill the person who they believed murdered the leaders they loved. Saps knew that it was only a matter of time before someone hunts him down, or someone in the Covenant betrays him to collect the massive bounty on his head. So Saps made a last-ditch effort to try and get a strong ally for his cause. He asked Turntap to take him to the largest nation on Island 1.
Ooh.
But on their way to the West Helm Capitol building, they ran into a citizen of Aperion from Island 2 who recognized Saps.
Oh. Oh, hey.
Is there a problem here?
Neutral ground. Neutral ground.
Uh-oh. Skating on West Home territory.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay. We will walk by in peace.
Good call.
Saps and his crew then entered the capital.
Can I speak to the glorious leader of West Home, please?
I'll grab him. Secretary. God damn it. I like how half the time this feels like something that is literally like a Martin Scorsese set piece where things just fit so meticulously, and half the other time it feels like an Adam Sandler movie. I'll go grab the Supreme Leader. Freaking Monty Python type of humor right now.
Covenant leaders brought me. Can we have a meeting?
I'm not gonna lie, Saps. You coming to me asking for a meeting after what happened last time, even if it wasn't to do with you.
Listen, I just want to talk.
What about what?
At least explain, because I'm innocent.
Saps, I'm sorry. No.
Ultimately, Shpood rejected Saps' request for a meeting because Shpood didn't exactly trust him and had no real reason to help him. So instead, Saps tried another civilization, the Al-Karasina Pirates.
They want to collect the bounty on your head. What? Oh my god.
Although when he arrived, things felt a little off.
Now, since you're here, you have to drop all your gear.
Well, about that. Wherever you think is the safer option. At the end of the day, I don't want any of you guys to get killed for something that I'm being framed for, you know?
But then, suddenly...
Yeah.
Need to leave?
Okay. What? Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Where's he going? Turntap had realized that the pirates were planning to kill Saps to collect the massive bounty on his head. So he told Saps to run.
What's going on?
1 second. You gotta go back to Covenant like immediately. We probably shouldn't have come out here.
Now, on their way back to the Covenants, Turntap suddenly started acting suspicious himself.
Are we safe? Is everything fine? What's going on?
We need to go back to Covenant right now.
You need to tell me what's going on or I'm not coming with you.
Dude, either like you can handle this on your own or like just here, I'll explain to you on a sec, just come on.
Listen, it's hard to trust people right now, so I'm putting a lot of faith into you.
This is so suspicious. As Saps ran, he pondered his choices. Either he puts his life in the hands of Turntap, who may be wanting to kill him and collect the bounty for himself, or he runs away. Now.
Decide to run away. God. He's alone.
Then climbed the mountains of Island 1, escaping from the last remaining person he thought he could trust.
Poor Saps.
He was now all alone in a world of people who hated him and wanted him dead.
Damn. The most dramatic character in the entire...
And so he ventured into the snow.
Civilization. Okay.
And started collecting blocks. Saps, what are you doing?
I can't trust anybody.
What if he built something of his own?
He completely won. There's just no point anymore.
On day 7, Saps built a tower in the tundra, a monument for people to remember him by. And he planned to jump off. But he didn't.
If I have to die, I'm gonna make sure he does too.
Gear up, spend some time. Lock in.
Welcome everyone! Today we have 2 new
This is so wild, we are just
death.
above halfway.
Lit, you are charged with the attempted murder of several innocent West Helm farmers. Remy, you are charged with conspiracy to murder West Helm food supplier Dino's Earth. Ready, set, fight!
The mouse noises.
Look at that swing! Wait, some guy jumped in! The heck?
Hooligans. Remy!
Remy the Rat had won his
You
duel
rat
in the
bastard.
Colosseum, and all of his crimes, including the murder of dinosaurs, were expunged from his record by Emperor Spood himself. He was now a legend, and his restaurant became more popular than ever before.
Wow.
He put his head on the floor. Now, it's been a busy few days for Emperor Spood. He was always working on different things. Have you seen our aqueducts? Show me your aqueducts, Spood.
Look at it behind you! Look at it!
So what's the use of this?
I don't really know. What is the point of anything? We just build. We have too many builders, not enough ideas.
Now, while Spood was an effective leader, he did have to constantly watch his back for assassins.
You know, I've thwarted like 5 assassination attempts, and guess what? I've just found out about another.
No way. Spood's
To
entire
develop
reign began
Spool is going to develop Ultra Instinct anytime soon.
with him almost being killed, so he was always extra careful and sensitive about where he went and who he associated with. It's also why Spood was particularly angry when he found out that one of the people who planned to kill him was his own lead builder, Knight Arcturus.
According to some of my sources, Knight Arcturus was seen in the Commonwealth earlier today.
Really? Spood had sent spies across the world to find Knight Arcturus, and when they discovered he was staying at the Commonwealth, Spood immediately reached out to Sitzkrieg to request he be handed back to Westhelm. However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders, Sitzkrieg decided to reject Spood's request.
I'm not just going to give up one of my builders. The Commonwealth does not give in to tyrants.
This made Spood erupt with fury.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows the Commonwealth is corrupt. They did that to
Those claims of corruptions could work perfectly for Saps to help him win back some type of favor.
And so Spood went around telling everyone about how much he hates the Commonwealth. This whole situation became a massive drama, and it actually got to the point where the rest of Island 2 was getting annoyed with the Commonwealth.
I don't get why the Commonwealth doesn't just hand him over. We don't need a war with Westhelm.
Unlike the Commonwealth, Cass had a big population and she didn't care about losing citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of her citizens, Addison27, had gone to Tricolor, dug into Jovial's grave, and had stolen Jovial's head.
Oh, what?
But instead of protecting him, Cass immediately banished Addison from the Cass Coalition and alerted Tricolor of his location, causing Addison to flee Island 2. It was this kind of no-nonsense leadership that earned Cass a lot of respect from not only her citizens, but other Island 2 nations who were now much more willing to ally with Cass than with the Commonwealth. The very existence of the Cass Coalition also provided a sense of security to smaller groups, like this
Canada,
who were mostly cheese merchants and called themselves the Conquistadors.
This is the way of cheese! Para el queso!
Since the border dropped yesterday, the economies of most Island 2 nations were prospering, with heavy amounts of trade and tourism between islands.
Do they hand over government cheese? That's what I want to know.
Meanwhile, in Barbie Land...
Ish. I have news.
What?
I'm marrying Oppenheimer.
On day 8, the player Oppenheimer had marched into Barbie Land, but instead of destroying it with a nuke, he apparently liked it so much that he proposed to their leader.
Barbieheimer?
Consider this your invitation to the Barbenheimer wedding.
In Luminara, meanwhile, the citizens were inventing new technologies.
This is the power switch. It's 16 furnaces working together simultaneously, and it has a bunch of hopper minecarts on the inside distributing everything.
As much as Luminara was finally starting to live up to its name as the light of Island 2, little did its citizens know among them was quietly living the world's most deadly group of terrorists.
I'm thinking of running in the election tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Legacy's pretty popular, but I'm not worried.
While it seemed like each of the Island 2 nations had their own separate goals, they were all still united under one mission: to find and kill Saps. In fact, by day 8, Luminara had told all of the other nations that Saps had fled to Island 1, and some nations were already preparing to send out hit squads later today. But Island 1, meanwhile, was currently dealing with a whole other political drama, the murder of Linguini.
I cannot conceive how we are being this civil about this. They came in, they found him in the hole, they drowned him in lava.
This player, Vietnam, was one of the few remaining survivors in the Linguini Mafia. Vietnam had escaped the Covenant's attack and wanted to get revenge against the Covenant, but was finding it surprisingly difficult to gather support. See, while the Blue Cross condemned the Covenant, nobody was brave enough to declare war on them. People feared the Covenant and its army, which is why Seneca secretly asked them to do the deed instead of doing it herself. If people knew that she was behind the attack, she would be in big trouble. But for now, nobody would face any consequences for the massacre of the Linguini Mafia.
Damn it, they all profited from it though.
Going back to Westhelm, on day 8, Emperor Spood was really only thinking about one thing: how to get revenge against Knight Arcturus.
Yeah.
After the Commonwealth rejected Spood's extradition request, Spood's initial reaction was to begin preparing for war. But what made him think twice was his belief that the Commonwealth was a massive nation with probably a big army. Spood also knew that declaring war could risk the entirety of Island 2 coming to the Commonwealth's defense, and maybe launching a counterattack on Westhelm. So, Spood decided to change strategies. He instead decided to try and bait the Commonwealth. See if he can make them angry enough to do something rash. Something bad enough that would allow Spood to then declare war and have everyone's support.
Yep, that's a very Roman tactic.
Exactly how to make the Commonwealth angry. He invited back to the Westhelm capital the one person he knew the Commonwealth hated the most.
No, Sam!
Make a deal. We're running out of time.
Want to hear him out now?
Saps is back. And Turntap's here too for some reason. This is interesting. Because the Covenant had brought Saps to Westhelm yesterday, Spood had specifically asked Turntap to protect Saps and escort him to Westhelm once again. While Saps didn't fully trust Turntap, or Spood for that matter, he knew that a meeting with Spood was a massive opportunity, and it was worth the risk.
Hey you can turn the sun away, paint the moon in blood. If we can do what we do best, we're nocturnal life.
Saps, you are the person that, to my knowledge, murdered all those people on Island 1. Island 2, sorry.
It was not me. There is a person on Island 2 that is behind all of the assassinations and the corruption. His name is Flexion.
Emperor Spood was having trouble believing Saps, but he went along with it for now.
Well, it seems like we both have gripes with Island 2.
Spood then proceeded to tell Saps and the Covenant about his feud with the Commonwealth, and how he needed Island 1's support in case a war breaks out. There was just one problem. The Blue Cross Alliance was as good as dead. Infernus had basically left the Alliance after the last meeting, and the Covenant had stopped responding to the Blue Cross because of the Linguini situation. So Spood decided to take things into his own hands and individually call the big 4 nations of Island 1 for a meeting. And he wanted Saps to be there so he could tell the leaders about corruption on Island 2. Now, because of Saps' reputation, Seneca and Benji were hesitant. But as long as the meeting was in a wide open area without a roof, they decided they would go.
Wow.
So you turned the sun away. How could you be so cruel?
God, it's so well made.
You wrapped the moon in ice. That's not nice. Not nice.
To begin the meeting, Spood first had Saps tell his story.
I've been put on trial and sentenced to death for a crime I did not commit.
Spood's goal with this meeting was to convince all the leaders that Island 2 was a threat to Island 1.
One of my right-hand men was murdered in cold blood by someone in association with the Commonwealth. It's one of the many injustices I've heard about on Island 2, and I want justice.
Then, Turntap of the Covenant made his own statement.
A few days ago, Covenant was approached by Luminara to speak of a potential trade agreement. Legacy AN approached me in regards to Fluxion, the guy who Saps is claiming killed everyone, which I do believe.
Whoa. Apparently, back when the Covenant traded armor trims with Flux, they had also done the same deal with Legacy. And Legacy had voiced concerns to Turntap about Flux's run for leader, including how Flux was demoted from second in command, and rumors that he's paying people diamonds to vote for him. This gave Saps and Spood's stories a little more credibility, which was crucial for getting everyone on board with Westhelm's military proposal, which was, if any nation from Island 2 attacks Island 1, then the entirety of Island 1 must strike back.
That's an excuse
If
for
all leaders
war.
are in agreement to this, please say aye.
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 This is for us a problem.
Benji was hesitant to join any military alliance because Elysium was the nation of peace, and he knew that his people were opposed to any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Council might not agree.
Do you believe if Saps was at the council meeting, would he potentially have the chance to convince them after telling his story?
I think he might.
As long as Saps agrees, it's up to you.
I mean, yeah.
Saps and a few of the others then walked to Elysium on a mission to reunite Island 1.
Oh my god, and the lyric fits so well. You can turn the sun away and paint the moon in blood, but if we do what we do best, it will not turn the light off. Oh my god.
I have been framed for the mass assassination of Island 2 leaders by Fluxion and his conspirator. So many other people have died to the same tyranny and corruption that has been on Island 2. I'm just so lucky to be alive and share my story with you guys.
And good on him, he did not murder anybody else, he just fled.
But as Saps spoke, the people of Elysium still had some doubts.
Against the corruption in Island 2, which is...
But who?
What does that mean? That's vague. What does that
Are we
mean?
going
What is the corruption?
Elysium wasn't convinced that potential corruption on another island was enough of a reason for Elysium to get involved. But then, suddenly...
A few days ago.
What the... What is this? About 15 members of the Westhelm army had inexplicably walked right through Elysium. They quickly left, but it certainly didn't help the tensions. Nonetheless, the proceedings continue.
What the fuck?
We're going to be
What was
deciding
that
whether
about?
Elysium citizens would go to war. I think Elysium citizens need to have a say in that.
Yeah.
True.
After even more deliberation, and after even more time passed...
Excuse me, you have to say something important. The troop of people that came by, they are apparently the military from Westhelm. We have reasonable suspicions to believe they are going to launch an invasion of Island 2 in the next, 5 minutes. I do not know.
What are you talking?
Emperor Spood had grown impatient. After Spider informed him that progress was stalling, Spood had decided to send a squadron of the Westhelm army into the Commonwealth's territory to find and arrest Knight Arcturus. Oh boy, they're almost there, I think.
God, in the drip. It fits so well in the night.
Hello, Ben. We are here peacefully. We're simply looking for a man by the name of Knight_Arcturus.
Alright. We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at. We have not seen him, nor have we heard from him.
We don't have him.
Where are they going?
With their first plan failing, Westhelm went to plan B.
Shield wall, shield wall.
What the?
What's happening, guys?
They're forming a shield wall. They're forming a shield wall outside.
Everyone leave. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Everyone bail, bail.
Oh, they have a back door in the least.
The
That's
Westhelm
good.
squadron had successfully intimidated the Commonwealth leadership into fleeing their own nation. Westhelm then went around, searching every house, every mine, every crevice of the Commonwealth. But ultimately, Knight Arcturus was nowhere to be found.
Who's housing him? Don't tell me Flox got him.
Meanwhile, at the Cask Coalition.
Hey, can I run something by you real quick?
Yeah.
You know how everyone's trying to kill Saps because of what he did? And then during his trial, he was all like, Luminara was behind this. Luminara built the trap.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
So, I was sailing past Saps' place a few days ago.
God, this dude is digging. Or what? Oh.
You see that? You see that guy?
Yeah.
Isn't that Flux?
Yeah, kind of looks like him. Yeah.
What's he doing at Saps' place? And why is he gathering blocks?
Ooh. You go to show Cass.
What do you think?
Interesting. You know what? Go show this to Tricolor. And probably also Hyperion.
I'm on it.
Just one dude.
A citizen of the Cass Coalition had been reviewing his old video footage when he happened to notice Flux digging for sand, a prevalent material in Saps' roof. On its own, this wasn't the best evidence. But for some people, it did raise some questions.
Yeah, he planted the seed. Oh. What a video, man.
Yesterday, Saps had spent the day getting brought into meetings with the most important people on Island 1, and he didn't really know what to make of this. In one sense, he was incredibly lucky to finally have some support. But
in another,
he also questioned how real this support is, and who he can really trust.
Don't do anything dumb now, Saps.
See, Saps knew that the Covenant generally did not like the people of Island 2. The Covenant believed that Island 1 was the supreme island with better culture, customs, and traditions. They were also known to be ruthless, having massacred the entire Lingolini Mafia. It's why Saps was suspicious of Turntap's offer to continue protecting him, especially after he ran away. But Saps knew he needed powerful allies as world tensions were ramping up. When Spoon invaded the Commonwealth yesterday, he got a lot of criticism, mostly from his own neighbors, who were blindsided by the move.
Spoon could have dragged all my people into war. Elysium is a nation of peace.
Like that, any hope for a Big Four alliance was basically dead, especially since the other nations were now dealing with problems of their own.
Is that volcano coming along?
Earlier yesterday, Queen Seneca had found out that Elysium's newspaper, Daybreak Media, had somehow found out that she had directed the Covenant to kill Lingolini. This is why Seneca was so quiet yesterday during the Island 1 snow meeting. She knew this story would be coming out, and she was trying to figure out how she would respond. And on day 9, she made her decision. To dissuade people from invading Infernus, she would show strength by doubling down and hold a joint ceremony with the Covenant, parading around Lingolini's head.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Let this be a lesson. Shame to those who disrespect our volcano.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, the Blue Cross was hosting a meeting.
Vietnam, I'm getting...
Listen, if Seneca turns into freaking Daenerys Targaryen right now, I'm gonna lose it.
word that Infernus is having.
They have netherite. They have netherite. I'm just saying. I don't know what's built in here in this world, but if they get access to dragons...
A ceremony to burn the head of Mario.
If I can't get his head back, then it's war. I will put my hands around each and every one.
The leaders and representatives then decided that Infernus needed to be punished, and they started discussing whether or not to declare war. But then, not even a minute into the discussion...
If everyone is against them, then we're not going to...
Benji's dead!
What?
Benji's dead!
What?
No! No!
Benji, the leader of Elysium, had suddenly died. And before anyone could even ask about what happened, a member of Daybreak Media made a shocking revelation.
We know that Benji had been one of the people who made the call to kill Lingolini.
What? Apparently, Benji had admitted to Daybreak Media that he, alongside Infernus, had approved the killing of Lingolini. At the time, Benji believed that killing Lingolini would finally resolve the conflict over the volcano and bring peace to the island.
Oh,
but he ended up seriously regretting this decision. So he told Daybreak Media everything, exposed Infernus, and then ended his life.
I see.
Now, because Benji had repented, the Blue Cross Conference decided not to punish Elysium, and instead focused on Infernus.
I don't know about war. Maybe a trial? Give Infernus a chance.
Fluxion?
Flux was representing Luminara at the meeting, and the leaders actually agreed with his idea. So later today, there would be a trial against the entire nation of Infernus.
Shit.
Now, when the meeting came to an end, Flux was approached by a few guards from Tricolor.
Right, look. We know about the assassinations, all right?
What assassinations?
You're under arrest. You're coming to Tricolor. You're gonna have a fair trial. Just come with us.
What are you talking about?
Tricolor had issued an arrest warrant for Flux after they obtained incriminating video evidence from a citizen of the Cass Coalition.
Being possibly responsible for the death of Joe Field in any capacity.
What are you talking about? We know Seraphim was guilty of that.
There are concerns that you may have been involved in other ways. If you believe yourself innocent, I believe that you are. I trust that you're innocent because you told me you were. But right now, the most important thing you can do is simply go to the trial and prove that you're correct, which I believe
This is an outrage against Luminara. I cannot believe that you would accuse me of this.
Now, the truth was, Tricolor wasn't necessarily convinced that Flux was guilty. They just wanted Flux to go to trial so that he could answer their questions about the videotape.
Why didn't you not bring this up beforehand?
Look, you were not leading, run away.
You're seriously scared that I'm going to run away from a trial?
You agree after what happened with the Commonwealth, we could never be too careful about stuff like that. We're both not.
Fine, I will go. But this is an outrage.
All right, let's go. We're gonna remember.
We will not stand for this.
Flux is getting arrested by Tricolor.
Oh. What's he doing?
He's like stopping every few seconds.
We'll stop, don't worry about it.
He's trying to find a way to
Elysium,
play.
And we're about to sail off to Island 2 until...
Oh no, new kid's gonna go ham.
Oh, hey, what is this?
What? Wait, Flux is getting away? It turned out Flux had secretly told a member of his own crew to come and attack him so that he could run away from his arrest without looking guilty. When Flux returned to Luminara, his whole world had flipped upside down. He believed he had covered all his tracks, that he had gotten away with everything. But for now, he had to remain calm and decide on his next move.
Legacy. Yeah? We've just been informed that you have ties to the Covenant, and they're working with Saps the Traitor. So the problem is, we're afraid you're a national security threat. You have two choices right now. You either drop out of the election this instant, or we can do this the hard way.
Oh, that's tough. All right.
By By forcing Legacy to drop out of the election, Phlox had automatically become the leader of Luminara. Wow. Which means if Tricolor still wanted to arrest him, they wouldn't be able to just walk ahead and take him. They would have to invade Luminara itself.
So much political intrigue.
Yesterday, Emperor Spood had caused a lot of chaos with his failed attempts to capture Knight Arcturus. So he spent day 9 repairing relationships, but also forming new ones. For example, earlier, Spood had received a message from a player named Addison27 who wanted to sell Joe Fuel's head in exchange for netherite.
What is he thinking? That's perhaps the dumbest thing that he could have ever done.
Spood accepted the deal, gave Addison a place to meet him at, but then he gave Addison's location straight to Tricolor.
Uh-oh. Addison, you dumbass.
Show us the head.
Yeah,
there it is.
Oh, no.
Give it right now.
I got it.
Now, this actually led to an alliance between Westhelm and Tricolor, the first ever multi-island alliance, and a strategic move by Spood to befriend the neighbors of the Commonwealth. Later, Spood also visited the Covenant after he heard about some civil unrest going on.
Oh.
So they all just left, just like that?
Apparently, about half of the Covenant's entire population had decided to leave the Covenant. This is because they believed Turntap was betraying the Covenant's values by constantly trading and associating with Island 2. And what made a lot of them really angry was the fact that Turntap was making them protect Saps. See, originally, Turntap had only brought Saps in to get diamonds for his army. But the more he heard about Saps' story, the more he became captivated by Saps and wanted to help him. In fact, the reason Turntap had acted strangely on day 7 wasn't because he was thinking about killing Saps. It was because he had just saved Saps from the Alcanacina pirates, and he was worried that the pirates would attack the Covenant in retaliation.
Walk ahead.
Anyway, now that Turntap had the pirates against him, as well as much of the Covenant forces, which Turntap himself had trained to be ruthless, it's fair to say that his life was in grave danger. But before he and Spood could figure out a solution, the Covenant suddenly had a surprise visitor.
Come here, you're under arrest.
Uh-oh.
Yo, they're trying to kill me?
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
After days upon days of searching, the Commonwealth
finally found him.
Found Saps.
It's literally the guy.
Saps is now hiding. This player, Zekor, was now the main diplomat of the Commonwealth, and he knew that this was his opportunity to finally kill Saps. The last thing he needed to do was to convince Spood to hand Saps over.
Spood, come here. Please, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. And are you a friend of this criminal behind you?
Alright. Could you guys come inside?
Oh boy. Here we go.
We can put all of our fighting behind us. I propose a trade. You give me Saparada, and the Commonwealth gives you Knight Arcturus.
Oh wow.
RT for Saps? I mean, where would this happen?
You can let us take Saparada now, and then we can kill Arcturus for you.
No, don't kill him. He needs to fight in the Colosseum.
Alright, we can make that work as well.
Wait, so you're saying you know where he is? It's interesting because Sitzkrieg said he didn't.
Okay.
We don't have him.
We do not know where
Look, he comes back every now and then. We'll find him.
Really? Is that so?
Why would I lie?
So you'll find him for me.
Spood, don't do this.
Look, Spood, I have to be honest. I'm shocked that you're defending this criminal. Either you accept this deal right now, or I tell everyone from back home that you're harboring Saparada. They'll all declare war on you, and this will be the end of Westhelm.
What if we don't let you return?
So, just to make the terms of this deal very clear, because I want to be accurate. You expect me to give up an innocent man in exchange for a terrorist? Is that really your offer?
He's not innocent.
Alright. Get out. Now.
Hey. This is surprisingly good. The acting is so good!
It would be time for the trial of Infernus, which had become a very anticipated event because Seneca had told everyone that she actually planned to attend. As such, Turntap would be there to help her, which meant Saps also had to go. He wanted the Covenant's protection, which would actually come in handy.
Oh!
Saps getting attacked. Oh no. Oh boy, Sap's getting attacked again. The attacker was taken out immediately by the Covenant, but this led to another problem.
We need to know whether we should keep Infernus in the area. We are worried about assassinations.
We're not going in a building, we're having this outside.
Seneca and the rest of Infernus had arrived, but were refusing to enter the courthouse because of safety concerns. Infernus is saying outside or nothing. They're not going in. And as expected, people were quickly becoming impatient.
I have to stand here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna pull all my hair out.
Come inside. That's the same guy who is so flaming raging.
The trial hadn't even begun and things were already out of control, and then...
No. No! Not again! Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh! And like that, Turntap was dead, killed by 2 disgruntled former citizens of the Covenant who had come back for revenge.
Run, they're trying to kill us. Burn us back to the castle.
Queen Seneca directed her people and all the remaining Covenant forces, who were now leaderless, to retreat to the Infernus Castle.
Wow. Wow. This
Both
is tense.
Infernus and the Covenant were eventually found guilty of murdering the Lingolini Mafia. But now that Seneca had adopted the entire Covenant army with all of its netherite weaponry, it would be impossible to try and arrest anyone. Saps, meanwhile, was abandoned at the courthouse, so he ran all the way to Westhelm to Emperor Spood, who was apparently dealing with a new political crisis. It appeared that Spood had finally made the Commonwealth mad because, according to a Westhelm spy, it looked like the Commonwealth was preparing to go to war. And on top of this, Spood had received a message from Sitzkrieg inviting him to the Commonwealth for a meeting.
Right.
Now, of course, Spood suspected this was a trap, but his second-in-command Spider had an idea.
Let me go instead. Let them kill me, and if they do, we'll have the right to obliterate them.
Basically, if Spider goes to this meeting and actually gets killed, then in the eyes of the world, this will give Westhelm permission to finally wipe the Commonwealth off the map.
You're a hero, Spider.
Glory to Westhelm.
These guys are all waiting for something to happen. Oh my god!
Oh, it's war! trap.
Where is everyone?
It's a trap. It's a trap.
The Commonwealth had been completely abandoned.
Leave. They've already launched the
after
attack.
Zekr's meeting with Spood, Sitzkrieg had tried to rally all of Island 2 against Westhelm, but not a single nation joined him. Throughout its days, the Commonwealth had faced chaos, infighting, global humiliation, and now Sitzkrieg was utterly defeated. So, as a final jab against Westhelm, Sitzkrieg decided to kill Spider before dissolving the Commonwealth once and for all.
What?
Sitzkrieg and his remaining citizens then decided to pack up and relocate to the one place in the world that Westhelm wouldn't be able to infiltrate.
Right next. No! 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 Yo, this is tactical.
Thank you, Seneca.
Seneca, being the mastermind, is this entire thing. Being the queen of fire. Again, this chick was Azula from the start. She wanted Fire Nation supremacy from the start and she bloody got it.
There are so many people. Oh my God. Infernus is massive. Meanwhile, at the Cass Coalition, it was the end of another good day. The farmers had produced plentiful crops, the businesses had made lots of sales, and there was even a birthday party. But while her people were happy, Cass knew very well that the outside world was quickly growing out of control. As leader, it was Cass's duty to keep track of all the world conflicts. But by day 9, they were simply overwhelming. She watched from afar as the Commonwealth fell apart. She watched as world leaders died left and right. She watched Infernus avoid justice by blocking themselves off, with Netherite at their defense, as well as the volcano's sheer height. Yet despite all the turmoil, Cass spent most of the day trying to solve what was now the world's biggest mystery. Who had really murdered all the Island 2 leaders? Was it Saps, or was it Flux? See, earlier at the Blue Cross meeting, members of the Cass Coalition were listening carefully.
Covenant was propagating anti-Island 2 propaganda, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that. Island 1 never had beef with you guys. It was really just a covenant.
They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. Then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all. But the Covenant was going to invade us, right?
Honestly, probably not. I think they were just trying to scare you guys.
Flux had fully believed that Island 1 was going to invade and even yelled at the other leaders for doing nothing, which made Cass think, what if that's the reason he killed them? Besides, what would be Saps' motive? There wasn't even a motive alleged during his trial, yet he was still found guilty. In fact, thinking back, the trial itself was suspiciously short, and the judge made a decision very quickly. Well, on day 9, one of Cass's citizens was scouting the Commonwealth and figured out why. Flux had bribed the judge to ensure Saps was found guilty. When Cass discovered this, she immediately called for a meeting with local leaders.
It's been Flux this whole time. I'm so mad. He needs to die.
I never thought I'd say this, but you have my permission to invade Luminara.
Okay, I'll tell my guys to prepare for battle.
No, there won't be a battle. We go in, we take him out, we leave. Got it?
Sounds good. See.
All right, first thing tomorrow.
Please don't tell me that there was a spy who now warned Phlox from their arrival.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We gather here today because, well, we never got the opportunity to properly mourn our previous leader, Three Below.
What's going on here?
He was more than just a Luminaran, he was a friend, and I'm very much excited
Phlox,
that we can continue his legacy and complete the bridge which he would have wanted.
Rock and stone. Calm before the storm, eh?
Alright, let's go, let's go!
And so, the Cass Coalition set off on their mission to kill Phlox once and for all. On the way, Cass stopped at Aperion to rally their people.
We've found the person responsible for the multiple leader assassinations, including the assassination of your own president. Are we ready to fight for Luminara and for justice?
Unquestionably, everybody listening to Cass.
Aperion would invade Luminara from the south, while the Cass Coalition approaches from the sea so that Phlox
excuse me,
can't escape.
And I just,
Oh, they're here! They're here!
Viva la revolución! Get him, please. Freaking get him.
I don't want to do this.
Oh.
Okay, wait,
surrender.
Okay, surrender.
Surrender.
I'm not moving, I'm not moving.
What? You are under arrest, killing Jag, Alki, members of Tricolor, and leader of Commonwealth.
This is an outrage!
And attempting my assassination!
Phlox had stopped and surrendered, but there was a bit of confusion.
He's entitled to a fair trial.
Wait, I thought it was He's our president. They're trying to arrest our president.
Going in, Cass had been under the impression that the people of Luminara wanted Phlox to be overthrown, when in reality most Luminarans knew nothing about his crimes.
Don't speaking to a mass murderer right now. Don't let him get through the crowds, guys. Where's Legacy? Luminarans, do you want this man alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
Oh, come on.
All of a sudden, Cass wasn't sure about what to do. Until... Oh, he's running! He's running!
Wow!
Phlox had killed 5 people using a secret trap he had built the day before.
No. No. Get his ass. Get his ass right now. Oh my god.
This bought him just enough time to escape.
Can you block up behind?
That said, Phlox knew there'd be a lot of people after him, so when he dug to the surface, he ran straight to the ocean and fled Island 2.
Phlox, you dick!
Still, Cass and Aperion sent out hit squads to try and hunt Phlox down, while Legacy directed the citizens of Luminara to evacuate.
I gotta move all of these people over to the Concave storage queue because no one is safe in Luminara at the moment.
Holy. Like that, Legacy had taken over as leader of Luminara. Cass and Aperion were down 5 citizens, and Phlox had gotten away with everything once again.
Don't tell me that he joins her.
Or so he thought.
Oh. Who did he kill?
I am so confused on what's happening.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Wait, who died?
When Flux's trap went off, the rest of the world had a lot of questions.
Was that in Luminara?
That was Flux?
Wait, Flux killed those people?
Yeah.
On day 10, word began to spread about what had happened.
Barbenheimer.
Trap? Yeah, Flux built that trap.
Which made people think, was Flux behind the murders of the Island 2 leaders after all?
Dude, I think Flux was behind everything. Saps was right.
Suddenly, the world realized that Saps had been telling the truth.
The daily break!
Saps, how do you feel?
Dude, finally, I'm so happy.
For the first time since he had gone into hiding, Saps had been vindicated, proven innocent, and the world was finally on his side.
Saps was a
And
sorry
now,
man.
instead of hunting for Saps, all of Island 2 was determined to find Flux.
Bro, this is what happens when people want trials.
We should have just started killing him. I don't know why anyone stopped in the first place.
I would have been the bad guy if I killed him right then and there with everyone yelling, trial, trial.
But the search for Flux didn't take long.
Someone just saw Flux going up the volcano.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Layer by layer, I didn't know narrowness in my childhood.
Queen Seneca had offered Flux refuge at Infernus under
God
the condition that he and his crew build deadly traps all around the volcano perimeter so that nobody can break in.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But the rest of the world was unfazed.
Yeah, they're gonna pay for what they did.
Yep.
On day 10, all of Island 2 joined the Tricolor West Helm Alliance and declared war against Infernus.
Nice.
Alright. Today, we infiltrate the volcano for Spider and for Owo. And I just want to say, if I die today, I love you all.
We love you too. Wouldn't it be hilarious though if the volcano actually was the thing that killed her? That would be dope.
Look who he is. He was my brother. He was everyone's brother. And they took him from us.
We took him. He's about to lose his mind.
Flux got away with murdering so many of our people and our leaders. Today, we get justice for our entire island.
Okay, vamos, amigos, vamos. All right, everyone in.
I'll meet you at the Coliseum.
Saps needs to hand the killing blow on Flux.
Let's go, let's go. Come on. All right, let's go, everyone.
Oh god, they even got a board.
A few days ago, my home was turned into a death trap behind my back. I was framed and then forced to go through a rigged trial.
Guilty on all counts. Yes.
A few days ago, every single person in the world wanted me dead. But today, you all know the truth about who really killed our leaders and our friends. Today, we walk ahead, we storm the volcano, and we get justice!
Thank you, Saps. All right, everyone, listen up. There's a lot of things to watch out for. There's gonna be lava, boiling water, dripstone traps, their entire army. They have the height advantage and netherite armor, but we have numbers. So let's stick together and let's win this thing! Come on!
Alright, here we go!
Oh my god, the frames!
There's so many people.
Make me your blind with your civil rights. You demand that I eternize your name. Walk ahead.
Oh my. I think there might be a problem. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good.
You cover us in shame and I take the blame. Living by the rules to which high school blues.
They got horses. Shouldn't they have been able to dig underneath the mountain though? No, they can't because it's hanging over.
Can anyone stand this nonsense? Eating away, telling us to stop and obey. To stop and obey.
I just want to hear Seneca and Flux just the actual reactions to all this, just laughing maniacally, just like freaking villains from like the early Disney movies.
They're pouring water on the lava, but the water still burns.
Okay, send out the covenant now, right now.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, big fighting on the ground right now. Covenant is attacking from behind.
Keep going!
Rats can shine. Jokers got silver linings. Holy Mary sings songs in the wet rain. Walk ahead.
Shield wall!
Chaos on the ground as well. It's the Covenant.
Yeah, they are the good PvPers. So they can handle it. Nice! Finally!
They got it.
Everyone retreat! Retreat! Retreat!
No, Remy!
Telling us to stop and obey.
The final push, here we go.
When this goes wrong, do you know what you wish for?
They're in.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! Whoa!
Look out for the hole. I'll jump in the hole with you guys. Get to the top. Let's throw way up. Oh, coming, back up.
We got no score here!
Yes! Wait! Hey! No, don't let him flee! Get him! The master escape this time. The boat tactic. No. No, 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 no. Fucking Terminator over there. Please.
No. Surely not. No, of course he has a tunnel. Of course.
Where was he? I saw him! I saw him! We're gonna kill him! Run away!
No. No. Saps. Saps needs to enter. Oh no. He just wrote to him.
Oh, come on. Alright guys, let's go, let's go.
Enough running, Saps. Face justice now. The world is against you. Oh, the Colosseum. Okay.
What? No way.
Wow, you actually showed up.
Can't say no to a friend, can I?
Let's make this a fair fight, okay? Flux.
Ridiculous.
Look at all these people dying right now because of you.
You know, Saps, none of this would have happened if you had died like you were supposed to. I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
He's got the bloody netherite though. Are you not entertained? Cool move. He's hitting him with those Achilles moves. The jump and thrust. Wait, they both died? Hey! Justice! Finally.
Oh my god. Good job, Sam. Good job. I have
What about the second in command though, okay?
Saps.
Let's not celebrate just yet. The Robin to this evil Batman just left. He's guilty too.
Had killed Flux. And with that, Flux's reign of terror was over.
Wow. Oh god, this is so good. Oh, God. I'm gonna need to pay for my movie ticket here. Oh, well, that battle decimated a lot.
Today, we gather to honor the lives lost in the Battle of Infernus. Since then, I think we haven't felt the same. I know I certainly don't.
The Island 2 West Helm Alliance had defeated the Infernus forces. But winning had come at a high cost.
At what cost?
After the war, people across the world took time to mourn their dead, reflect upon the battle, and then, eventually, decide how to move on. Now that Infernus, the Covenant, and the Commonwealth were off the map, there were talks of creating a new world government. But ultimately, it never really materialized, and all the remaining nations just agreed to do their own thing and have peace.
Yeah.
In the corner of the
Are we going to see more grave robbing?
The brunt of the war. Crops trampled, the big tree scorched, the volcano ravaged. As a result, people across Island 1 struggled after the war.
Oh!
Some of them joined cults, while others moved to Island 2 in search of a better life. Elysium was fine though. Instead of going to war on day 10, the Nation of Peace had decided to hold a peace festival. And on their shore
Makes
was
sense.
something new. A bridge stemming all the way from Luminara.
Ah, so that's where he got the footage of people charging in.
And so everybody lived on in peace, including Saps, who at long last had returned to Island 2.
Am I strong enough?
This brings back memories. Still, the world wasn't totally conflict-free. The Cass Coalition Bakery was yet to be exposed for causing the death of Wood Daddy. And Knight Arcturus was still in hiding, yet to be found by West Helm.
This guy.
It's a big world, so it's not a surprise that many stories like these may just never end.
Barbenheimer.
But I think there's some beauty in that.
Wow. Oh my god. Whew, what a story.
Yeah, we still have some work to do. We will catch that traitor. But tonight you can rest. You've made your emperor very proud.
And I who thought the Spood was going to be assassinated just like at the beginning. But no, he actually pulled through.
Jury, you have heard all of the evidence. If you find Thomas 5200 guilty of aiding Fluxion with his reign of terror, jump now. Thomas, may you find mercy in the end, senor.
Oh!
When we first met, I ran away screaming from you because I thought you were gonna blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But after we talked a little bit for like 5 minutes, I realized you could blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But that doesn't mean you will.
Barbie, do you take Oppenheimer to be your one and only candidate?
I do.
Oppenheimer, same thing.
I do.
Now, at this time, Barbie and Oppenheimer have requested that instead of rings, they will both exchange something slightly different. If you would please turn your attention to the nuclear bomb that's behind us. 3, 2,
1. Wow. Wow. That's special. Oh. He returns to his home. Holy shit, this was epic!
In the biggest...
This was a massive undertaking, and congratulations to anybody who was involved there. You did an amazing job, and especially each for putting all this together. Now, as I can see here in the description, there were certain things that were partially reshot for sake of storytelling and slightly altered, yet still pulling out from something that it's, let's say, largely unscripted here is wonderful. Holy damn. This is the best thing of 2025, okay? This is the best video on YouTube for 2025 right now. I don't think that there's anything that's gonna top it, besides perhaps Hollow Knight Silk Song. This is just me being satisfied over the fact that we no longer need to huff the hopium. But man, for anybody who have followed along with me until the end, thank you so much for watching. I know that the video, as I end up editing this one, is likely going to be a bit more of like reacting outright and not just commentary as I usually do. But again, this was a rather long movie that's filled with emotion, but I hope that you enjoyed it nonetheless. Wish you all though to have a wonderful day, stay awesome, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.